Hi there, my name is Jennifer Borgen and I'm the Technology Advisor at Into at Oregon State University. I've been the Technology Advisor for about 2 years now. I started as an ESL instructor. We have a school for about 1,500 international students and about 100 teachers. So I'm here to support the teachers, learning how to incorporate technology in the classroom. My love for technology started back in 1996 when I was studying abroad in Israel. I wrote a paper called Getting Caught in the Net, the Internet. So my love for technology dated really before the internet became pretty big. And since then, I've been loving teaching with technology, using smartphones in the classroom, and helping instructors really get a good grasp on how to make their classes more interesting. So today I'm going to show you a few things about using Google Forms in the classroom. Using Google Forms in the classroom is a great way to get student information at the beginning of the term. So every beginning of the term, I create my own Google form. So let me show you the basics of what mine looks like, and then I'll show you how to make your own. So go ahead and look at my form. I'm going to show you the live form by clicking on View Live Form. And you can see that I've created a really nice information sheet for my students to fill out at the beginning of the term. So some questions I asked are, what's your name? What's your English nickname? They're all ESL students. How many years have they been studying English? What country are you from? And here's a list I created. What's your native language? What will be your academic major? And if you're a new student or a continuing student at our school. And I always like to know which reading writing class they're in this term. I teach a listening and speaking class, so if I have any issues with the student, I can come talk to their other teacher. And then I'd like to know who their teacher was last term. And then I would like to know how they would evaluate their speaking skills and an interesting or unique thing about themselves. And also their email address and whether or not they have a smartphone. Okay, so that's my form. So now I'm going to show you a few things about the forms. So specifically, once the forms have been filled out, you can see here I have 17 responses. So when I click on responses and I click on summary of responses, you can see a lovely spreadsheet, kind of a spreadsheet, more of an information sheet of the information I got from my students. I really like this form because it has a nice bar graph or a pie chart to show the information. I had 10 Chinese-speaking students and 6 Arabic, and then 1 other. I'm not sure what language that person spoke. And all of them were continuing students. So anyways, going back to how to create this. So you need to have a Google Drive, so having a Google account. So once you open your Google Drive, you need to go to New. And then you need to click on Forms. So under More, you can see Google Forms. Then you have a blank copy of a Google form. So what you need to do is first put a title. I'm going to call this Student Information. Or Survey, or whatever you want to call it. Next, you need to go and start writing your questions. So your first question could be, what's your name? And as you can see here, there are a variety of different questions you can ask. So I'm just going to put a text question, so they're going to have to type their name. And then I'm going to require that question by clicking on Required Question. And I'm going to add my next question. I can either click Done or just add an item. So let's click Done, and then I'm going to add an item. My next question is, how many years have you been studying English? And here I'm going to show you a different type of question. So I'm going to show you a scale. So I'm going to go to 1 to 10 years. 1 being 1 year, and 1 year or less, and 10 being 10 or more years. And then I go on to the next question. And as you can see, they can click on how many years they want. You can always go back and check what your form looks like by clicking on View Live Survey Form. And also you can go ahead and change the theme. And I'm going to go ahead and change my theme to something more attractive. So here you go. I'm going to look at the different themes on the side and choose one that I like. I really like the one with the homework and the coffee. So there you go. It's changed my form. And then I'm going to go to, it's already kind of viewing my live form, so I'm going to go back to Edit Questions. Form settings is also something you want to look at. So there's a few things you can do. I don't want students to type in their Oregon state, so I just want to make it very easy. So I'm going to click that off and click OK. So now all I need to do, once I finish my survey, is click Send Form. So you just need to click Send Form, and then all you need to do is share with your students this link. So I can either shorten it and make it a little shorter, copy it, and either put it in your LMS or an email or wherever you want to share your form. And one more thing I was just going to show you before I finish this little presentation is go to File, and then you can add collaborators. If you want to work with this with other teachers to create the form or survey together, you can add people. So click Add Collaborators. And then you can just invite their names here, or you can also send them a link. So I'm just going to change who has access, and I'm just going to put on anyone with the link can edit, save, and then I'm going to share this link with my colleagues, copy it, and paste it into an email so they can also add questions, and we can collaborate to make this survey. Well, that's all I have for today. Thank you very much.